Welcome back to the channel, friends. Europe is a continent of unparalleled history, vibrant culture, and breathtaking cities that draw millions of travelers each year. From the romantic canals of Venice to the bustling streets of London, it's a dream destination. But beneath the charm, some European cities have a darker side, with crime rates that make them stand out for the wrong reasons. Whether you're planning a European adventure, considering a move, or just curious about the continent's riskier spots, I've crafted this in-depth guide to the 10 most dangerous cities in Europe for 2025, based on the latest crime data from Numbeo, Europol, and local police reports. This is a deep dive into crime stats, local challenges, and tips to stay safe. So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's explore what makes these cities risky. I'd love your support. Can we hit 5,000 likes on this video? Drop a comment with your thoughts, and if you're new, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for more travel and safety content. Alright, let's dive in. Number 10. Athens, Greece. We're starting in Athens, Greece, the cradle of Western civilization, with a population of about 3.2 million. Home to the Acropolis and ancient ruins, Athens is a cultural gem, but it has a crime index of 55.3 per Numbeo's 2024 data. Pickpocketing, scams, and occasional violent protests are issues, especially in Omonia and Exarchia, known for drug-related activity and anarchist groups. These areas can feel unsafe, particularly at night. In 2023, Athens reported high theft rates, with tourists targeted in crowded spots like Monastiraki Square. Economic instability, unemployment at 10%, and social unrest fuel crime. Violent crime is rare, but muggings occur in less touristy areas. The government's increased police presence in central Athens helps, but progress is uneven. For travelers, stick to Plaka or Syntagma, avoid protests, and secure valuables. Use a money belt and stay alert on public transport. Athens' history is a must-see, but caution is key to enjoying it safely. Number 9. Malmö, Sweden. Next, Malmö, Sweden, a coastal city of 360,000 known for its modern architecture and multiculturalism. But with a crime index of 55.5, Malmö struggles with gang-related violence and drug trafficking. In 2023, shootings and bombings spiked in Rosengård, tied to organized crime. Sweden's immigration challenges and 15% poverty rate contribute. Violent crime, including knife attacks, hits 1-200 per 100,000 residents, with vandalism and theft also common. Malmö's police have boosted patrols and community programs, but gangs remain a challenge. Visitors should avoid troubled areas at night and explore the Old Town or Västra Hamnen. Locals say Malmö's diversity is its strength, but stay vigilant, especially after dark, and keep valuables hidden. Malmö's charm is worth experiencing, but with care. Number 8. Manchester, United Kingdom. Now we're in Manchester, UK, a vibrant city of 553,000, famous for music, football, and industrial history. But it's got one of the UK's highest crime rates at 383 per 1,000 people. In 2023, Manchester saw spikes in vehicle crimes, burglaries, and antisocial behavior, with violent crimes like assaults and knife offenses rising steadily. Neighborhoods like Moss Side and Cheetham Hill are notorious for gang activity, drug dealing, and occasional shootings, making them risky after dark. Economic challenges play a big role. 25% poverty in some areas and a strained police force leave gaps in enforcement. In 2022, Greater Manchester Police reported over 10,000 violent crimes, with robbery rates climbing. The city's nightlife, especially around Deansgate, draws crowds but also pickpockets and opportunists. Community policing and youth programs are in place, but crime remains a stubborn issue. For tourists, safer areas like Didsbury or Chorlton offer great pubs and culture. Avoid risky neighborhoods at night, and secure your belongings in crowded spots like Piccadilly Gardens. Locals love Manchester's energy. Think Oasis and Manchester United, but they'll tell you to stay street smart. Pro tip, use well-lit transport hubs and avoid flashing valuables. Manchester's a cultural powerhouse, but it demands vigilance to enjoy safely. Number 7. Liège, Belgium. Next up, Liège, Belgium, a city of 197,000 blending historic charm with industrial grit. With a crime index of 60.9, Liège faces issues with property crimes like theft, car break-ins, and vandalism. especially around tourist-heavy areas like the city center. Drug trafficking and street harassment are also concerns, with 2023 data showing 1,500 thefts per 100,000 residents. Economic disparity, unemployment at 8%, and a history of organized crime fuel the problem. Violent crime, while less common, includes muggings near Liège-Guillemins station, especially at night. The city's nightlife in the Carré district can feel sketchy after hours due to intoxicated crowds. Police have increased patrols and surveillance, but petty crime persists, particularly targeting distracted tourists. If you're visiting, stick to well-lit areas like Place Saint-Lambert and avoid isolated spots. Keep bags secure and avoid carrying large sums of cash. Locals say Liège's waffles, museums, and friendly vibe are worth experiencing, but don't let the charm lull you into complacency. Research neighborhoods and plan routes to stay safe in this underrated city. Number 6. Montpellier, France. Montpellier, France, with 295,000 residents, is a vibrant coastal city near the Mediterranean, known for its medieval streets and UNESCO sites. But its crime index of 61.1 reflects challenges with assaults, break-ins, and drug-related incidents. Neighborhoods like Bautières and Celle-Neuve see higher robbery rates, while tourist areas like Place de la Comédie are pickpocketing hotspots. In 2023, violent crimes rose by 10%, with 1,600 incidents per 100,000, tied to 20% poverty and urban growth. Crowded markets and tram stops are prime spots for thieves, who often work in teams to distract visitors. Montpellier's youthful energy, thanks to its large student population, adds to the vibrancy but also the chaos, with late-night incidents common. Police have boosted surveillance and foot patrols, but petty crime remains a headache. For travelers, the historic center is safer, but avoid outskirts at night. Use secure bags, avoid flashy jewelry, and stay alert in crowds. Montpellier's sunny charm and cultural festivals are a draw, but locals advise keeping your guard up to enjoy it fully. A little preparation makes all the difference. Number 5. Grenoble, France. Grenoble, France, nestled at the foot of the Alps with 158,000 residents, is a hub of innovation, outdoor adventure, and history. But its crime index of 61.2 highlights issues with drug trafficking, theft, and vandalism. Areas like Villeneuve and Saint-Bruno are known for violent incidents, including knife attacks, with 1,800 crimes per 100,000 in 2023. Economic challenges, 9% unemployment, and rapid urbanization drive crime, especially in less affluent neighborhoods. Tourist spots like the cable car station to the Bastille are prime for pickpocketing, with thieves targeting distracted visitors. Nightlife areas can also turn rowdy, with reports of harassment. Grenoble's police have stepped up patrols and community outreach, but organized crime networks remain a challenge. Visitors should explore safer areas like Championnet or the city center, keeping valuables hidden. Avoid poorly lit areas at night and stick to main routes. Locals love Grenoble's alpine views and tech vibe, but they'll warn you to stay cautious, especially in crowded markets or late-night spots. Grenoble's a gem, but it requires a sharp eye. Number 4. Naples, Italy. Naples, Italy, with 940,000 residents, is the birthplace of pizza, a cultural treasure with vibrant markets and views of Mount Vesuvius. But with a crime index of 62.8, it's shadowed by the Camorra Mafia's influence. Robberies at 95 per 100,000 in 2020, and pickpocketing are rampant around Piazza Garibaldi and Central Station. Drug trafficking, extortion, and occasional violent incidents add to the chaos, though tourists are rarely direct targets. Poverty, at 22%, and systemic corruption fuel crime, with 2023 seeing a rise in muggings in less touristy areas like Quartieri Spagnoli. Police crackdowns and tourist-focused patrols have had some success, but Naples remains volatile. The city's chaotic charm, think scooters zipping through narrow streets, can distract visitors, making them easy prey for pickpockets. Stick to the historic center or waterfront, use trusted guides, and avoid flashing valuables. Keep bags zipped and avoid poorly lit alleys at night. Naples' food, history, and energy are unmatched, but locals stress staying alert to enjoy it safely. A bit of caution lets you savor the pizza without worry. Number 3. Birmingham, United Kingdom. Birmingham, UK, the country's second largest city with 1.1 million residents, is a cultural powerhouse with a thriving arts scene and historic canals. But its crime index of 64.6 tells a tougher story. In 2023, the crime rate was 137 per 1,000, with a 13% spike in violent crimes, 5,880 knife incidents over 3 years. Areas like Aston, Handsworth, and Lozells are hotspots for gang activity, drug dealing, and assaults, driven by 25% poverty and youth unemployment. West Midlands Police reported 15% more serious violent offenses in 2022, with robbery and vehicle theft also high. Birmingham's diversity and industrial past add vibrancy, but economic divides create tension. Community programs and increased patrols aim to curb crime, but progress is slow, especially in high-risk zones. For visitors, safer areas like Edgbaston or the Jewellery Quarter offer great dining and culture. Avoid risky neighborhoods at night and secure belongings in crowded spots like the Bullring. Locals love Birmingham's energy, but they'll tell you to stay aware, especially during festivals or football matches. Use well-lit transport and avoid shortcuts through rough areas. Birmingham's a dynamic city, but vigilance is key. Number 2, Coventry, United Kingdom. Just 40 minutes from Birmingham, Coventry, UK, with 345,000 residents, has a crime index of 65.3. Known for its historic cathedral and automotive heritage, Coventry's crime rate hit 122 per 1,000 in 2023, with 16,123 violent and sexual offenses. Hillfields and Foleshill are notorious for gang-related assaults, knife crimes, 385 incidents in 2024, and drug trafficking. Poverty at 20% and unemployment fuel the stats, with crime 25% above the regional average. West Midlands Police have boosted patrols and knife crime initiatives, but challenges persist, especially in deprived areas. Coventry's post-war rebuilding and diverse population add character, but social tensions contribute to unrest. Nightlife around Skydome can get rowdy, with muggings reported. Safer areas like Earlsdon or Binley are great for visitors, with cozy pubs and history. Avoid risky districts at night and keep valuables secure in crowded markets. Locals say Coventry's community spirit shines, but they advise staying cautious, especially after dark. Use trusted taxis and stick to main routes to enjoy this resilient city safely. Number 1, Marseille, France. At number 1, Marseille, France, a Mediterranean port city of 870,000, tops our list with a crime index of 65.3. Known for its vibrant markets, old port, and multicultural flair, Marseille battles serious crime, including drug trafficking and gang violence. In a recent year, 47 narcotics-related deaths and 118 injuries shook the city, particularly in northern districts like Caliste and La Castellane. These areas see violent robberies, car theft, and shootings, driven by 20% poverty and entrenched organized crime networks. In 2023, violent crime rose by 10%, with 1,500 incidents per 100,000 residents. Pickpocketing and scams are common in tourist spots like Viewport, where distracted visitors are easy targets. Marseille's gritty charm, think bustling fish markets and historic forts, comes with a price, as gang turf wars spill into public spaces. Police have launched targeted operations and increased patrols, but the city's complex social issues make progress slow. For tourists, stick to La Panier, the Old Port, or Le Panier for safer exploration. Avoid northern districts, especially at night, and use secure bags. Locals love Marseille's energy and culinary scene, but they'll warn you to stay alert, avoid flashy displays of wealth, and stick to well-lit areas. Marseille's beauty is magnetic, but it demands constant vigilance to experience safely. There you have it, the 10 most dangerous cities in Europe for 2025. These cities face challenges like poverty, organized crime, and social tensions, but many are fighting back with policing reforms and community initiatives. If you're visiting or moving, stick to safer areas, stay aware, and secure your belongings. Europe's history and culture are worth exploring, but knowledge keeps you safe. Want more travel tips? Check my video on the 10 safest European cities for 2025, link on screen now. Thanks for joining this deep dive. Smash that like button, subscribe, and comment. Have you visited these cities? What was your experience? Let's hit 5,000 likes. Stay safe, friends.